You don't repeat mistakes because you're weak. You repeat them because life is being run by reflexes that you mistake for decisions. Your logic isn't in charge, your wiring is. So let's cut into this. Every mistake that you repeat follows the same sequence, the same trigger, the same reaction, the same justification, and then the same outcome. You think you're choosing, you're not. You're executing a pattern that your system defaults to under stress. You don't repeat the behavior, you repeat the emotional state that's attached to it. And that's the part that you're addicted to. People don't avoid pain, they avoid uncertainty. Pain you can predict, it feels manageable. Peace you can't predict, so it feels suspicious. That's why you go back to the same people, the same habits, and the same disasters. Not because they're good, but because they are known. Peace demands responsibility. Chaos gives you an excuse. And your system will always choose the option that produces the narrative that you already understand. You can analyze your patterns for years. You can understand them perfectly. You can explain them to anyone who asks. None of that interrupts the actual sequence. Awareness is passive. Interruption is active. And the interruption feels wrong because it violates the script that your system expects you to follow. That's why you don't change. Not because you can't, because change feels like a threat to the identity that kept you stable. You don't repeat the mistake because you enjoy the outcome. You repeat it because you know who you are inside of it. The version of you that reacts automatically is more comfortable than the version of you that would have to choose differently. You're loyal to the identity that knows how to function in the pattern, not the identity you would need to become to break it. And that's the real conflict, not the behavior, the identity. Here's the loop in its purest form. The part of you that reacts is older than the part of you that reflects. Your logic is modern, your wiring is ancient. You're trying to run a new life on an operating system that hasn't been updated in decades. And every time it crashes, you call it failure. It's not failure, it's compatibility. There's no inspirational ending here. There's no steps, there's no hacks, there's no affirmation. The loop doesn't break when you understand it. It breaks when you stop lying about why you need it. Until then, absolutely nothing changes. It just simply repeats. So, no hope, no fix, just logic and chaos.